Should be tracking me. There we go. Okay, cool. How's everyone doing? Cod Fishing 180. Any dark sediment present? All right. So what we're doing is this is an interactive pan. So we're working on the first pan. I threw the first pan. The next pan is going to be somebody else throwing the pan. So we'll figure out how we're going to do that. We're working with some new technology today. We're trying to get this thing to follow me. I think it's doing a pretty good job. Okay, cool. Now come on over here because, actually no, I'll tell you what, I'll finish panning in this water because we got to stick to where we throw the pan, don't we? We do have to have some water, so. This is what we'd be doing out in the field if we were out somewhere where we didn't have very much water to pan with, so oftentimes it happens. And for those of you tuning in, I want to thank you so much for coming in today. We're doing an interactive pan day. So basically we're trialing this out to see how it works and see how we can make that actually a fun thing. Okay, let's see if we can come a little bit closer and do this reveal. All right, how do we get the camera to go a little bit further down there? Can we do it? That's probably okay there. All right, wow. We got 150 people in the room and only 13 likes. Guys, can you just slam that like button for me? All you gotta do is double tap the screen. It's totally free and it definitely helps me out. So in the first pan that I threw, oh wow, okay. All right, there's actually a bit of gold in here. Pretty cool. And I'm just gonna turn the camera around in just a moment to show you what kind of gold. We have one. Probably got about 2 specks in this pan, so not bad. All right, so we're gonna recenter the camera and we're gonna flip the screen. Hopefully, we can point this down here, pinch to zoom in. That didn't do too bad. We got one right here. I'm gonna pick it up with my finger. And we got a little friend walking along in there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this little piece of gold, it's just like a very jagged kind of a flake. It's not too bad. I wasn't actually expecting much of anything. Let's see if I can actually zoom in. Oh, that's actually pulling focus. This little knob for me is actually pulling focus on this little gimbal. So that's pretty cool. Not too bad for the first piece. Okay, let's read some comments. We got gold. We got, okay. Tyron's still hurting. Oh, I'm so sorry, Grumpy. Yeah, in quite a bit of pain. Okay, so we got JC still waiting for the mother load. Yep, we absolutely are. William Morehouse is subbed. We got Tyron back in the house. That is really good, Grumpy. Yep, very cool. Subbed, thank you so much. Where am I? I'm on planet Earth, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Is that flake worth anything? Well, it's probably worth about maybe 1 cent. Not even 1 cent. But what it says to me is it says that most definitely the gold is still traveling through this area. There's also another little microspeck down in there somewhere. But that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead, flip the camera back around and see if we just pull this little piece into the snuffer bottle. Very cool. All right, guys, so where is the snuffer bottle? Where's my snuffer bottle? Okay, I just did have it. Oh, there it is. I got the snuffer bottle. I'm gonna pull it into the pan. And next pan, someone else is gonna be in charge of me throwing. So, interactive gold pan day. Just gotta pull these in. Oh, yeah, there's actually 2 specks in there. So, I'm going to pull them in. Boom. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. My sister may be in today. My sister has stage 2 breast cancer. She's in stage 2, and basically she's unable to work because she has a lot of pain, and she's actually just last night has gone through chemo again, some more treatment. She's very weak. I do have a description. I have a link in the description for her GoFundMe. So if anyone is feeling charitable, feel free to drop $1, anything you want to, and any super chats that do come through today is going directly to her. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're going to keep going. This next pan, pop this over here. Our next pan is up for grabs. Where do you guys think I should throw it? You kind of walk around here a little bit. You can even go up the bank just a little bit, just on the bank there. In and around. And what I might do, what we got cod fishing says, where? Where do you want me to throw the pan? So like right there. By the tree roots, okay, up on the bank. we got a lot of things here. Okay, so Gold Grumpy Guy says right there. Cod Fishing 180 says right there. We got another one who wants me to go up the bank. So what I'll do, I'm gonna just do the first thing that I read here, and here we go. I'm just gonna wherever the hell it lands, and that's where I got to dig. And I don't know if there's gonna be gold. I have no idea. It's totally up to you guys today, and let's see what happens. This is gonna be crazy, and I'm so sorry. I'm too far away from the camera, so I can't read anything. Behind that mound, perfect, the tree roots on the creek. Okay, guys, let's go ahead, because we threw the pan. The pan dictates where we dig. So let's get on it. I'll be right back. Thank you so much, everybody. This is gonna be a doozy. A lot of clay. Cod Fishing 180, you picked a good spot. Old Grumpy Guy. Oh, yo. It's hard digging. All right, let's bring you guys a little bit closer. Okay, let's bring y'all a little bit closer. Y'all are picking some tough spots for me today. Jeez. Okay, what do we got? Fingers crossed for a flake. Very cool. Clay on top of the bedrock. Must be some sunbakers. Sound them up. Okay, cool. All right, let's just I can't even think what the hell I'm doing. A little bit puffed out, actually. I might be able to read from here. I brought a tool with me today. Shit. I might need binoculars. Oh my God, SoCal, thank you so much. All right. All right, okay, this is probably to show you the gold. Okay, so SoCal, that $3 will be going directly to my sister. Thank you so much. Danielle, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, okay. Alrighty, let's keep digging. We gotta get this pan done. This is Codfish 180 and Grumpy's pan. And this is Danielle's pan. Now, she's helping my sister today. She's going through chemo. And I'm real happy. I make sure this pan is a very big and healthy pan. There's a lot of clay in here, so it might take a little while. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now let's get over there to the water. Let's pan this out and see if there's any gold at all. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. This thing is a heavy monker. Let's get over here. It's a good thing I wore my my high waters today. Okay, I can get right down in the water. I don't know if this thing's tracking me at all. Let's have a look. If I hold up my hand, why is it not tracking me? Odd. Okay, let me try turning this off and on again. There we go. All right, now, okay, it's tracking me now. Good job, oh, good job. Okay, all right. Something about gravel person was onto something. Looks clear, very good, very good. Thank you guys so much. Let's get this pan done. And let's see what Codfishing 180. And I have to take my jacket off because I'm gonna get it soaking wet. Oh shit, my backpack. It's in the water. It's getting wet. Ah, look at that. Damn it to hell. I was trying to stay dry today. I was trying to stay dry today. I don't even know what that song means. All right, cool. We got Ellie, okay, cool. All right, let's do it. This water is freezing. Absolutely freezing. But you know what? This Osmo 7P is working pretty damn well. I wasn't expecting it to be doing as well as it is. You know, let me just center that a little bit. There we go. Looking good. Random Pan Man. Here we go. Y'all think I should come up with a jingle for Random Pan Man? I think I should. Okay. Got lots of clays in here that we need to grind up. Pan under the water, remember. Okay, trying to read some of these comments is so far away. I wasn't gifted with far sight, unfortunately. Is there pyrite common? Where do you find gold out there? Oh, guys, awesome. Oh, wow, 400 people in the room and 45 likes. Can I get a few more likes, guys, please? All you gotta do is double tap your screen. It's totally free. And it's gonna help my sister out who has, she has stage 2 breast cancer. She's had a double mastectomy, and all proceeds go to her. So thank you. She might actually turn up in the chat today. Her name's Ashley, so let's give her all a warm welcome. Okay, gonna keep going. Remember, I like to be funny, but I also like to be able to teach you guys too, and I'm probably not very funny, so yeah. Any clay that you got, it's called liquefaction. You gotta grind it up. You gotta let the water break through all of the little molecules of clay and dirt and mud to liberate the gold. This is what you gotta do. And if you don't do that, panning is kind of no good. So you have to really work with it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Prayers to Ashley. Very good. Thank you. Robert Rao definitely deserves a like from me. Thank you guys so much. Oh, you're amazing. We got Lawrence. We got Mindflow. We have 925. Thank you guys so much. And I don't know if Ashley is in the room today, but thank you so much for talking to her. And she's a very nice person. I do appreciate all of your help and support today. Okay, liquefaction we just did. Now we're going to do stratification. We're allowing this swap to happen. The heavy stuff falls to the bottom of the pan, while the light stuff rises to the top. Heavy to the bottom, light to the top. Think about that. For those of you who are new to gold panning, all that heavy material, gold is 19 times heavier than water. You've got to make sure it hits the bottom. Okay? Pan under the water. All right. Thank you guys so very much. All right. And look, oh my God. Okay, thank you so much. Danielle, thank you so much. That's all going to Ashley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys so very much. Oh my goodness. Josh Banks, Mavericks, H Knight, Library, or L1C Carry. Okay, yeah, so it's not falling out in the water. It may look like that if I'm being like really violent with the pan like this. Sometimes it looks like that, but gravity is on my side because gravity says gold is 19 times heavier than water. I can be violent so long as I have the pan under the water, you know? So, but good question, good question. Thank you guys so very much. Gold and black sand is so much easier. Yes, that's right, absolutely. Tyrone, thank you all so very much for being here. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. And I try to come on here either every day or every other day. And I like talking to you guys. I like trying to teach you guys, and you guys teaching me as well. You know, that's the most important thing. There are people in this room that have a wealth of knowledge that know a hell of a lot more than I do and that I ever will. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you all. Okay, working on this pan, dipping off the light material. And I don't know if there's going to be gold in this pan. The thing is, about this channel, it is hit or miss. If I find something, I show you guys. If I don't find anything, I show you guys anyway. You know? So let's have a look. I'm going to do this reveal. And I'm going to flip the camera around so you guys can see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jennifer, $10. My goodness. Okay, that's going directly to my sister. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, and Cod Fishing 180 Grumpy. Danielle, this is your pan coming right up here. All right, so we got some gold in here. Having a look. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about 5 little specks. So, I'm gonna flip this around. Thank you all so very much. My gosh, that is terrific. Very good, very good. Thank you guys. Okay, let's flip this around. And I've got to lock it off. Hang on. I've got this new gimbal, but I want to be able to show you guys what little pan came up with, and I'm pretty darn impressed. Let me just move this around. It's sometimes hard to, where's my finger at? There's my finger. Look at what came out of Cod Fishing 180, Grumpy's pan, and Danielle's pan. Incredible. You guys just helped me to find that just by telling me to throw in a random spot. That's incredible. I'm gonna try to pick that up with my finger. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna try and use that little thing. Where is it? Hang on, I gotta find it. It's a magnifying glass. Where did it go? I'm gonna pick it up with a magnifying glass. Just give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna turn the camera back around, and let's pick that up with a magnifying glass. And I want to show you guys what kind of gold's coming out of here. Wow. My goodness. Okay, King Major, I'm behind you. Oh my gosh, somebody's behind me. Okay, fast edits. We got Joseph, Dirty Sanchez. Very cool. All right, let's get this magnifying glass so we can see this gold. And we can, where did it go? Where did it go? Give me just a moment, guys. I'm trying to find this magnifying glass, and I don't know where the hell I put it. It's hard to find stuff. I think I put it back in the pocket. Yes, I did. Okay, I got the magnifying glass. Thank you guys so very much. All right, let's see if we can pick up this very tiny piece of gold. And we have several other specks in the pan as well. And let's see how well, actually, if I can put it on my finger and we can zoom in with this thing. How's that gonna work? How's that gonna work? Is it gonna work? It might not work. We're trying things out today, people. We're trying things out because we wanna, I just lost the thing. Oh no. I just lost it. I lost the magnifying glass. Are you kidding me? Oh no, there it is. Okay, all right. Okay, bear with me, people. Things get crazy on this channel sometimes. How can we make this work? Is that gonna be helpful? Probably not. Well, anyway, guys, there's a little speck of gold there. We got several more specks in the pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and suck that in, and let's move on to the next pan. Now, guys, once I get moved up onto the bank here, I'll let you guys dictate where I throw the pan then. But it's amazing. Thank you all so very much. You're all helping out my sister today. You're helping out me with my self-esteem. And things are actually looking up very much today. Thank you all. Okay, let's pull this camera up a bit. I'm trying my best to read the comments. Nice job. Thank you so much, Danielle. Oh, Grumpy Guy, Robert Rao. Okay, keep it over the pan. Okay, cool. So, should save the magnifying from when you're going over your finds. Yes, good idea, good idea. Hen Gamer, hi, excellent. Wow, 629 people in the room, 117 likes. My gosh, you guys are incredible. Can we get those likes up even higher? Can we match, maybe get 200 likes or even 150? Everything is helping out my sister today. She might be coming into the chat. I'm just gonna try to get this hand gesture to follow me again. There we go, it's following me. And now, okay, so where now? I asked how much gold he found one time. He treated me like shit. Oh, Jamal, I might not have been able to read your comment at that stage because sometimes what happens is the sun gets in my eyes. So Jamal, I'll answer your question now. In the past, I've found about 21 grams of gold, and that's about over 10 years. So I haven't found a ton of gold, but I have found gold, and it's all over the place down here. So I'm sorry, and I do apologize, but I hope I've answered your question now. Drop some likes, thank you so much. Okay, guys. Now, we have a big creek to work in. I want you guys to have a look, all right? We got some places down here that I can throw the pan. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pan around. Let's see what you guys think. Where should we throw this other pan? Where should we throw the other pan? And I think I got some people probably thinking, oh, let's make this really tough. Okay, Frankie Branco says there. Ruth said under the boulder. Where's the boulder? Okay, let's have a look. This little gimbal's going crazy here. Trying to recenter. Just a moment. There we go. In front by the water, by the red barn. Near the boulders. Okay, I'm just gonna go okay, all right. I have to do any, mini, money, mo for this because I just don't know. So we're gonna go from top to where it says, oh, under the boulder there. Any, mini, money, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Any, mini, money, mo. Okay, I've landed on under the tree roots. Okay, crypt kicker under the tree roots. All right, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be very tough. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you all over there. I did ask for it. You know, I did ask for it. I did say this is an interactive gold panning thing today, so I'm gonna be working for my gold today. Thank you guys so very much. Billy Martin, under the tree roots. We're going under the tree roots. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I gotta carry some things. I gotta put this in my pocket. Okay. Into the abyss. Into the water. And we're going right under there. Where said tree roots are. Let's turn this around. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. This is all you guys. Hello Thomas, hello Billy Martin. Very cool. Hello Barbara, hello Billy. Thomas. I might need to get myself like a little boat. What do you reckon? How's my panning idea panning out? Pardon the pun. I think it's a fantastic idea. And you know something else, Nervous Rider? I think my idea about you doing Angie's Bush Bash is a terrific idea too. What do you think of that? All right, guys, we are under here, under the tree roots. Very cool. Very, very cool. And guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to Nervous Rider. She has a terrific channel. She does equestrian, working with horses with bad behaviors. Sometimes they can have bad behaviors. And she does a very good job of what she does. Okay, we are under these crazy looking tree roots. Alrighty, alrighty. Gold comes from ancient giant trees. Well, if there ever was an ancient giant tree, I think I might be looking at one right now. And you know something? This looks like a job for me. I want to find some gold under this tree. So why don't you just follow me? And because it might feel empty without the tree. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Now, luckily, this little tripod has legs that I can hook it around the tree. So I'm gonna try that now. Oh my gosh, Pauline, we got $10. That's going directly to my sister who has type 2. Sorry, not type 2. She has stage 2 breast cancer. I'm an idiot. Trying to focus on what I'm doing and remember everything. But thank you so very much. That's going directly to my sister. That'll be donated to her. And guys, I really appreciate you all being here today. But I want you all to know something as well. I'm not rich. Just because this channel is monetized, I have probably within the last 2 months, I've only made probably about $80 in 2 months doing this. And every donation helps. And also, guys, if you wouldn't mind, I really appreciate you all doing the super chats and things, and I will be giving that money to her. But please, there is a link in the description for my sister's GoFundMe, and obviously, like, the reason why she's got the GoFundMe sitting there is she's very weak. She can't work all the time. She can't get very much work at all, and that really would help her if you guys would just donate directly to her GoFundMe page there. It's just in the description. I really appreciate it, though, guys. Thank you so much. All right, we are under the tree, and I tell you what, I'm going to have to try and slink down in there, possibly, to see what's coming out of this clay. And it looks to me that stuff is all clay. So I'm going to come up over there. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I appreciate you all. This is going to be a tough one. This is probably going to be the toughest pan I've ever done. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Tyrone. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate you all being here. We got Frankie. Oh, so good. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm gonna get up the bank. Okay. Okay, let's just put this over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip through there. I'm gonna try to. I hope y'all can see me still. I'm not sure. This is going to be probably the toughest pan I think I've ever done. Okay, we are definitely in here. And by looking at things, I'm actually seeing, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you probably can't. In this clay is actually, let's take a quick little sample for you. I'm going to show you, and I can't remember who told me to look in under the tree, but I want y'all to know that straight away is a little tiny bit of quartz in here. It's a bit of float that's coming down from where we've been digging, and that's looking pretty decent to me. That's got everything in it. It's got bits of bedrock. It's got a bit of quartz in there. So let's just take a good scraping and get this pan full. Work this pan like we said we were going to do. Because I am the interactive pan man today. I might not be that every day. I'm going to get my workout today. But let's do it. Y'all ready for this? Okay, let's do it. Now, by looking at it, clay is very dark, and this might be decaying bedrock layer, because it will invariably turn into a clay-like substance. I want to get as much as I can in here. Okay. And Ashley, if you're in the chat at the moment, thank you so much for being here. You're probably very weak today, so I don't expect that you will be here, but I appreciate that you are here. And guys, let's just say hello to Ashley if she comes in, and I do appreciate it. All right. And you know something? I'm enjoying myself because this is something I probably never would have done had I not been told about it. You know, under the tree. That makes a lot of sense to me. You know, under the tree. Pan under the tree. Because sometimes these tree limbs, or the roots, can in fact hold a bit of gold. So, who knows? I'm kind of making a mess. It's difficult. But we got decaying bedrock in here, which is crazy. Wasn't expecting that. Not expecting it at all. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Okay. Thank you all so very much for being here. Even though I can't read any comments right now, I want you all to know I'm so glad you're all here with me today. I hope you're having a wonderful and safe day. And I'm hoping that things are good in your world and you're having a wonderful, happy, positive day. And positivity doesn't always mean everything's perfect and happy, you know. Sometimes things are terrible, but you just have to be fine with it, you know. Oftentimes that's the way things are in life in general. So, whatever positivity means to you, sometimes positivity can be downright negativity. But we all do what we have to do to get by. Whatever your style of positivity, as long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself, keep doing what you're doing. I want us all to make it. Okay, we got this pan. We got this pan now. Okay. Now let me try and get myself out of here without dying. It's about the most difficult pan I think I've ever taken in my life. Without dropping the pan. Okay. Interactive Pan Man. Okay, everybody. Oh my goodness. That was wild. Okay, alrighty. Oh my goodness, let's flip this around. And now we're back. Let's point this down a little bit. Wow, thank you all so very much. 158 likes. All right. Okay, Terry, we've just taken a pan and I can't remember. Can someone tell me who suggested to go into the tree? I can't remember your name. I have CRS, people, and that stands for, I think you know what it stands for. CRS stands for can't remember shit. Okay. Crypt Kicker! Crypt Kicker! Yeah, all right. Crypt Kicker said to pan under the tree, and I panned under the tree. Let's see what's gonna happen. Down here. And before I do that though, let's just have a quick look at the type of material that's in this pan. And I just dumped water all down my fucking shirt. Pardon my language. I do drop the F-bomb from time to time, but whenever I drop the F-bomb, you better believe I mean it. And that water is freezing. Okay, mostly clay in this pan. We also have bits of broken up bedrock. We have bits of quartz. All the necessary things that kind of indicate gold. It doesn't promise gold, but it indicates it could be the presence of gold or other heavy metal. Okay. Panning for gold. We have Ruth. Okay, very cool. I know what y'all thinking. Shut the hell up and just do your job. Well, I'm gonna do it. All right, okay. Here we go. Process of liquefaction. First of all, we have a lot of clay in this pan. We have to make sure we take our hands and grind up all that clay. Get it ground up. See that? See this clay? We have to grind it up. Why do we have to grind it up? We have to allow the water to get in between all the tiny molecules that bind this material together to liberate the gold particles. Okay, that's why we do it. Liquefaction. Okay, I'm gonna raise my knee. That's pretty good. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Okay, I'm gonna just work it like that. It's a bit like working, if you're a chef or anything, or you're a baker, you work with dough. It's the same process, And I'm very excited because I'm getting these bits and shards of bedrock coming out. I nearly died. Coming out of the gold, coming out of the material, bits of bedrock. Toss it to the side, it's nice and clean. Got to grind up this stuff. You know something? I think wearing a wetsuit today has kind of helped minimally because I'm soaking wet. Anyway, I just dumped all that freaking. This is supposed to be a family channel. But I'm swearing. I'm freezing. All right, guys. This is a rough, tough pan, let me tell you. Lots of clay, lots of sharp little bits of bedrock, everything. And y'all make sure, like, as you come in, just subscribe and turn on your bell notifications as well, because sometimes I'll put out a video and you guys might miss it, and I might miss you guys too. So if you tap the bell, that means everybody can come back in this room and have a good time, and y'all can talk in amongst yourselves and make friends and things. I like that. That's cool. Alrighty. Got to break up the stuff, and this liquefaction process may take a long time. Crypt kicker. So cool. I like your name. Crypt kicker. We're kicking the crypt today. Let's do this. As a matter of fact, I think once I'm in the crypt, I might be just I'll probably be trying to liquefy the stuff on top of my grave. I'll still be trying to look for gold after I'm dead. Yeah. I'll be like, let me at it. Let me at the dirt. Let me at the clays. Let me at all that good stuff, because it's all got gold in it. I might not be able to use it underground, but let me tell you, at least I'll have something shiny to look at. All right. So I really can't lose. All right, that's about got it for that one. Now look, I want you to look at the type of material that's coming out of here. We have broken up bits of bedrock, broken up bits of shale. Martha B subscribed. Mike. We got Richard Price, Adam. So cool. All right, so now the ratio is, we got a little bit of quartz in that. We have still a lot of clay balls. Clay balls are what? They're our frenemy. They're our enemy and our friend. They're our enemy because whenever we pan, they can carry out gold from the pan. But they're also our friend because why? They're a friend because gold can stick inside of clay. Okay? All right. Okay. We got lots of nice things in there. I'm not seeing any ironstone or any other gravels, but that could change. We could go further into the layer. Okay. Charlie Scott. Hello, everyone. Ruth Sweeney. We have, I can't pronounce that, from Soviet Russia. We have Soviet Russia. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Get back over here. And we got to do more liquefaction. There's loads of clay in this. This pan's going to take a long time. I want to thank you all so very much for being here today and helping me out. And just make sure that you're subscribed as you come in. Just hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. That way you don't miss out on any of the learning educational things that we're doing today, and you guys might be able to find some gold for yourself, okay? And I'm not the only resource out there. There's also Bent Fork Prospecting. There's also Dan Hurd Prospecting. There's also Ask Jeff Williams, right? There's some great channels to get a wealth of information out there, right? Well, let's try and teach each other. Let's try and support each other while we're in the room today. Thank you. If y'all are wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm doing what's called the process of liquefaction. So I'm breaking up all the clays and liberating any gold that might be trapped in those clays. Very important to do. You can't just simply pan clay. You have to break it up. You've got to trommel it up with your hands. So thank you very much. We'll try to do this as best we can. And we'll see what we got. Okay. Now, liquefaction has taken place. It's not perfect, but see now what happens when we start to stratify. Pan under the water, just like that. Interactive Pan Man. All right. Very cool. And if we have actually, oh my goodness, $2 from Madison Smith, well, that's going directly to my sister. Thank you so much. She's got, she has stage 2 breast cancer, and she's basically trying to get chemo today. She actually went through it last night. She's very weak. She might turn up in the chat, but that'll be going directly to her. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you. Cod Fishing 180, and very cool guys. You're doing so amazing. So Derek, Tyrone, old grumpy guy, Madison Smith, you're very welcome. Hope she pulls through. Thank you so very much, and thank you for praying, and thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. And guys, again, I love that you're doing the super chat thing today, but if we can just go to the link in the description, there's my sister has her she's got her GoFundMe page sitting there, and if we can just, anything that anybody can spare, even if it's only 50 cents, if anybody can just put it into her account, that'd be fantastic. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, now what was I doing? Okay, so this stuff here, let's have a look at it. We've got a lot of clay balls. Remember what I was saying? Clay balls are our friend and they're also our enemy. Well, this is where they can be our enemy pretty badly. But just having a look at the kind of material, see these little clay balls right here. Those, they are bad news. They can carry gold out of our pan. So we got to be very careful when we're panning today. Got bits of quartz. That's a nice thing to see. Possibly a bit of ironstone, that is. And we just want to make sure we just work this very thoroughly. So back in the middle there, back down over here. And I'm actually going to grind it up a little bit at the bottom. I want to grind up any of those little balls to try and release as much clay as possible, as much gold as possible, if there is any gold in there. I can't guarantee that there's any gold in here. Oh my gosh, Peter Telford, tell your sister, yep, we're your sister mate from Australia. Thank you so very much, thank you very much. And guys, I really do appreciate this. Peter Telford, you are incredible. All right, very good, very, very good. Okay, now I will go back through and I'm gonna hit the heart button on every single one of those super chats. I just kind of realized that I can do that now, so thank you. Peter Telford, and Madison Smith before, and SoCal Danielle, sorry, and many others have donated, and I really do appreciate that. But guys, again, that link is in the description for her GoFundMe, and that makes sure that the money gets directly to her immediately. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pan this out. I can't guarantee there's gonna be gold in the pan, but that's how it is on this channel. If you guys stick around, you'll notice that if I find gold, you get to see the gold. If I don't, you get to see it anyway. This is just live without a net, and I'm just doing all I can. So, and you guys are helping. So, thank you. And we have a lot of people in here with some very good, educated guesses about where the gold might be, and you're helping me so very much. Oh my gosh. Okay, Charlie Scott. Wow. Thank you so much, Charlie. And Charlie, there's a link in the description for my sister's GoFundMe page. I do appreciate it, everyone. Thank you so very much. Just Canadian. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry to hear about your sister. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am very sorry to hear about that as well. And it's tough because I've given her my last $100 about a week ago, and I can't afford to give any more. And the problem is, she can't work because she's very ill and very weak. And we've had so many people in here that have been so gracious and giving today. I think it's just amazing. You guys are amazing. So, okay, we're about to do this reveal. Now, remember guys, I can't guarantee there's gonna be gold in this pan. But if there is, you'll see. And if there isn't, you'll see. I'm not afraid to be proven wrong. Okay. All right, Crypt Kicker. Unfortunately, there is no gold in the pan. But that's how it is. That's how it is. But you know what? Oh no, there is. I'm sorry. Crypt Kicker. I just seen it now. There is. This is important. This is very important, guys. Okay, it is sitting right here. I'm going to put it on my finger. Y'all are going to get to see. That is the, okay, this is so infinitesimally small, but there is gold in this pan, Crypt Kicker. You found gold. All right, so I'm going to flip this camera just around. Probably can't see it right here, but I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to zoom in just on this very spot here, right where my finger is. And I'm gonna, sorry, I've got to unhook. I have to unhook the camera. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, okay. It's right here on the very tip of my finger. It's gonna be so hard for you guys to see because I have to hold the camera and also zoom in. The Crypt Kicker, you did find gold. There was indeed gold in that pan, but it is such a micro fine piece. But we're going to zoom in and we're going to see exactly what that looks like. Okay, right here where my nail stops, can you guys see that? That is the tiniest little speck of gold that has come out of that clay, and Crypt Kicker found that. Now, for this one, I'm going to come back over here, and I am going to grab that. Goodness, hang on a minute. I'm going to grab the magnifying glass for this one because I want Crypt Kicker to see the gold that he found. And it's very difficult at this stage for anyone to see it, but hopefully we can actually make that happen if the camera's pointing this way. Okay, give me just 2 seconds. We are right here. Let's have a look with the magnifying glass at Crypt Kicker's gold. I'm not sure if that's helping at all. But it's sitting right there in the center of your screen. And actually, maybe we can just do it from here. Trying to get that light to hit and see if I can turn it around. If I can turn it around with my thumb, my nail, I don't think I've picked up gold so small. It's this little piece right here before, right there in the center of your screen. That is Crypt Kicker's gold. And I'm so sorry, it's so difficult to see, but it's right there. And it is indeed a piece of gold that is not only tiny, but it's actually come off of a reef somewhere. This tells me that there is gold actively coming from somewhere further up the hill. So, Crypt Kicker, thank you so much for the suggestion. We're going to go ahead and put this into the snuffer bottle, and we're going to move on to the very next pan. Thank you guys so much for your patience. And this is the thing, this hobby requires so much patience and attention to detail that it puts a lot of people off. There's a lot of waiting in between to find the gold, to see what's happening. But the more diligent you are, and the more that you can stick it out, the more you learn. And I've learned something today. Crypt Kicker has taught me now that yes, underneath this tree, in that clay, there's still going to be gold. So we're going to pop this back in the pan, and we're going to stuck it in the snuffer bottle, and we're going to move on to the next one. Thank you so much. Okay, right on. Excellent, excellent. Okay, where's Australia are you? Yeah, definitely in Australia. And I'm not going to give out my location, so I really do apologize, but yeah, I gotta, my pan's under the tree now. Okay, guys. Let's put this back in the pan. And do I see it? Do I see it? Crypt Kicker's gold is in the pan. It's right there. I see it. And we're gonna suck that up. And guys, since y'all been so damn good, and you've been sticking right by me today, every single one of you, I'm gonna show you the all-time gold. You guys want to see the all-time gold? It's in the snuffer bottle. Okay. Pin the link to the comments. Yes, that's a good idea. I should do that. I don't know how to do that, unfortunately, and I don't think I can actually do it from here. Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, Alyssa, very cool. Virginia, hi. Okay, guys, let's see this all-time gold. Here we go. And I really want this thing to keep tracking me, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the hand gesture. Doesn't seem to be wanting to track me. Wait a second. Blah, blah, blah. Let's turn it off and then turn back on again. There we go. Hand gesture. Is it following me? Yes, it is. Very good. Okay, there we go. So, this is now about probably a month's worth of work just panning and doing a bit of the gold trommel as well. I have a gold trommel at work, so guys, I really appreciate you all being here, and let's just see this gold. Trying to get this thing to point down a little bit. Don't know why it's not wanting to point down. There we go. Okay, so this is all the stuff that you guys are helping me get. And today, there is a collective, because what's happening is those pieces of gold that I just found earlier, everyone suggested, they're all in this mix now. So in a way, vicariously, you're all in this pan. So all right, so see if we can actually reveal this on camera. 1, 2, oh my goodness, 3. Okay, so up there, and I'm gonna try and actually pinch zoom with this thing so we can actually see. Got some lovely stuff in that pan, and we're chasing this pretty much all the time now, but I think there's probably about maybe a little under a gram there, maybe possibly a gram. I'm going to take the camera now and show you guys a little up front. The pan's trying to float away from me. Let's turn this around. Pan's getting away from me. Look. It's like, hang on. Oh, there we go. Are we centered again? We're centered again. No, nope. Stupid thing. My pan's floating away from me. Wind is carrying it away with all the gold sitting in the pan. Save the pan. Well, that's pretty much what we're after, guys. And everyone that tunes in on this channel, with all of your help and support and your knowledge base, You're all helping me to get this stuff, and I just think it's incredible because really, y'all are the brains behind this stuff. Let's try and pick some of this up and show you close up. Can we do it? Can we do it without dropping the gimbal? Okay, we got Jay Cool, Blair Witch Project, Motion Sickness. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. We got 198 likes in the room, 179 people. You guys are incredible. But yeah, we're just gonna, now we got the sun coming out, so we can kind of see it up close and personal. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, and there's actually some on my thumb too. But this is what we want, guys. And it's fun coming out here to pan and stuff. I like doing that. But the ultimate goal, sometimes a lot of people forget when they go panning, where is it all coming from? We want to be able to find out what the gold is telling us, what is happening with it, and what is it actually, where is it coming from? Because if we can determine where it's coming from, we might be able to turn our lives around. And that's the kind of mindset that you want to have when you go gold panning. You want to at least have it in the back of your mind, that mindset, you know. Because, like I said, while it's fun, it is a fun pastime. There's always the chance that you could hit it big. You could do something that could be life-changing. And I think without that, the allure doesn't stay, you know. The allure doesn't stick. But this is all you guys, right? And believe it or not, too, we have gold floating somewhere in our bloodstream. Little trace elements of gold in our bloodstream. So all this stuff, we come from this. We come from the stars, and the stars make the gold. You know, supermassive black holes like Cygnus X1 with its ejection streams, accretion disk. All this stuff is made because those pressures inside the star, and you know, black holes can produce it in the jets that they expel. My pan's gonna float away. Okay, you know what? You know what? Okay, all right, pan. You want to go? You want to go? Bye bye. Okay, so the river wants its gold back. Yeah, we come from Gold Pinku. How much does 1 ounce cost? 1 ounce probably right now is about I think something like over $3,000. Bye bye. Bye bye, gold pan. It's taking all the gold back to the creek. I lost all the gold. Okay, yeah. So this piece here, at least I got to keep one piece today, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to zoom in. I still haven't figured out this gimbal just yet, guys. It seems to do some things of its own accord. Is it littering Anderson's sonar? Oh my goodness. Is it really? I was just born yesterday, Anderson, so you have to forgive me. But all this stuff is what we come from. So anyway, Anderson believes that I'm littering by letting the gold pan float away. So let's go and get the gold pan back. And it's also at these times where I say to myself, this little gesture by the wind, you know, we don't truly own anything. And one day, it all goes back into the earth. So that's pretty cool. So guys, what we might do, we've all had a nice little look at the gold. Now let's do one more pan, and I think we might try to move on to something slightly different today. Like I said, we do have a trommel that we can work. Do you guys want to see the trommel working? All right, let's, oh, the wind is pulling the pan away again. Okay, we got to get back on task, guys. Okay, let's pull this back around, hook it back onto the tree, and all right, let's get it pulled back into the snuffer bottle tube. All right, so we got Old Grumpy Guy, Robert Woods. Okay, you worked too hard to let it go downstream. Thank you, Robert, and welcome back, Robert. Thank you so very much. All right, so we want to run that trommel. You guys, I think you want to run the trommel. We'll do one more random pan from the random pan man, and I'm going to turn on the trommel. So that should be pretty interesting. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and pull the gold back in. I'm doing all right, Robert. I hope you're doing well today, man. Got Billy Martin, mud in between the roots. Yep, sometimes that can happen, and that can catch a bit of gold. So now the way a snuffer bottle works, I don't get to show this process very much. Oh, I just got poked in the eye. All right, yeah. It's an occupational hazard. Maybe wear some glasses. I should. All right, so can we see it? Can we see the gold tonight? I don't want a copyright strike. Okay, all right, so we got the gold just there. I'm gonna pinch zoom in, and I want to show you guys just how the snuffer bottle kind of works. It's just like a little vacuum. Come on. I got to get water in there too, but this is not really gonna work out very well, is it? So anyway, just imagine the gold sitting there, and I'm sucking it up in the bottle. Pretty simple. And because gold's so heavy too, sometimes it doesn't work. You have to try it a few times. And this also helps too to separate the black sand from the other material in there. Sometimes you get super fine gold that's trapped in with the black sands, magnetite, and definitely helps. Okay, very cool, very cool, very cool. All right, keep going, until we get it all in there. And then we're going to go ahead and start the trommel. Everybody? Okay. I'm getting kind of hungry. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who's come in today and donated and supported my sister. And I really just think it's just incredible this day and age that we can just all just connect over this thing and people can come together for a good cause, you know. I think it's incredible. So that's made my entire day, my entire week. Okay. Do you know who interested to buy the gold? Okay. I have sold my gold before, but the way that works in let's just see it float away. The way it works is, if the river doesn't carry away my gold first, it's like, what, you talking to me? I do get to sell it from time to time, but it takes a long time. It takes me a very long time to actually amass enough to make it interesting for a buyer to actually to sell to a buyer. But what I find is, once you do find someone to actually buy your gold, what you have to do is you have to try and stick with them, and you have to build trust with that buyer. And that means oftentimes you just have to basically be on camera and you have to weigh it up in front of them, and you say, look, you show them individual pieces, this is the gold. And that's kind of how you build trust. So yeah. All right, yes, in the roots, yes, Ballarat, very good. Very cool, the gold, oh no. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Is this thing gonna track me? I really need this thing to track me. I'm gonna do the hand gesture. All right, is it gonna track me? Okay. All right, go away. Well, it must be trying to tell me something because it's already made its all the way down over there near the trommel anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead, pick up my gold pick, and let's get the trommel moving. Let's go follow the pan. All right. So, have you ever hit a large vein in the past? No, Robert, but I'm kind of working on that. There is a vein somewhere close by. I'm a little bit reluctant to show it because I don't want to cause commotion, but it looks pretty cool. But stick around, guys, and you might get to see that. The gold. All right, let's get down there. And take the tripod. Let's move down. Take my gold pick, and let's go follow that gold pan. All right, where are we at? Here we go. It's all the way down there. It's like I'm waiting. Let's get this trommel turning, Josh. So cool. All right. It's like I was waiting for you, just over here. All right, guys. Now, coming up over here. Oh, but don't die first. We're at the trommel station. So, this is my pride and joy. This is my gold trommel that I built by myself. And I'm so happy. I'm very proud of it. And I'm just glad that you guys are going to get to see it run for a little bit today. I don't want to go. I want to carry on for too long. I don't want to bore you guys. But it's a pretty nifty little trommel. And let's see if we can actually get this camera zoomed in around it. There we go. And hopefully this thing will actually keep tracking me. I think it's doing a fairly good job. Let's set it down here, just on the actual rocks. And let's recenter the camera. Okay, there we go. Thank you all so very much for tuning in today. Let's try and get this trommel turning around for a little bit. And I want to show you guys sort of the stuff that can happen when you run a trommel. So you might see me running back and forth between over there and over here to the trommel. So this gadget is kind of driving me nuts a little bit. So it's cool though. It's cool. I'm glad that I have it, but I've got to figure out how to use it. I'm not really that savvy with technology, but if it's going to help me, then it can help me. But if not, then it's okay too. All right, very, very cool. Let's get this thing turning. And what we might do, I'm going to turn this thing around so I can actually read the comments still. I'll talk a little bit about how it works. And you guys might be able to make your own. Okay, very cool. And I need that hand gesture going so it can follow me. Very good. Okay, was there any gold left in that thing? Nope. Nope. All right. Follow me, follow me. I'm over here. Okay, cool. All right, we got to clean this screen off. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we've got to clean this screen. Okay, very cool. So let's give it a pat down. Like you're at the airport, you get a pat down at the airport, right? You're not carrying any gold. Give it clean off. The reason I'm cleaning the screen off is because there's roots like this that attach to that screen, and it's very difficult for gold to fall through the screen, which it needs to do to be able to get into the sluice box. Okay, we have Robert Fritz. Hey, Rachel Summers, good night. Okay, very cool. Grumpy Guy, awesome. Dominique, very cool. Gonna clean the screen off. Gonna turn around the trommel just intermittently, just a little bit. Step aside. And once again, need you to be over here. Hang on. Actually, if I'll lock that there. Okay, I need you to lock right there. LiDAR camera. Not wanting to do it. Now it is. Okay, all right, so we're locked off in this position. Now we can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing, hopefully. All right, so I'm new to panning and want to buy a sluice box. Where should I start? Well, T, there are a lot of solutions online that are really cool. What I would recommend for a very first sluice box is look for something called a Dream Mat cleanup buddy. Basically, what it does is it allows you to, it's battery operated, it's very tiny. It can actually help you learn the concept of sluicing. So look for the Gold Rat Cleanup Buddy, I believe. Yeah, that's a really good one. So these are not droids you're looking for. We got a Star Wars fan here today. Okay. All right. I just heard a dog bark. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you are in the United States and have a coastal farm and supply store near you, they have something called Pocket Sluice Box. Yep, they're about 20 bucks. Hey, that's a good idea too. Thank you, Madison. Excellent. Good suggestion. Okay. And I like it when you guys support each other on this thing. It's really cool. Sometimes I can't read all the comments and it's a little bit difficult, but you guys are doing an awesome job. Okay, cool. So we have trouble. And what I might do today is I might actually just run without the mats. Sometimes, actually most of the time, you'll see me, I've got these mats putting it inside the actual trommel itself. And I put them down here and it helps just to catch the bulk of the stuff that's falling down. But I think what we'll do is we'll run directly into the pan today and we'll work directly from the pan. So if y'all want to just hang tight, I'm going to sit the tripod just up here, the gimbal. I'll just turn it down to about right there. And now we can see the other side of the trommel. This is where this is kind of the business end as far as where the gold comes out of. Comes down a little chute right here, and we'll have it sitting just there where our pan is. And we're going to having what's called the slurry run directly into the pan. So I'll kind of toggle between me being over there working, bringing up the material, and you guys watching the trommel turn. So that should be pretty fun. I'll come over here as well and I'll try and answer some comments as we go along. I've got about 30% left on the battery on my camera. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and work quick, and I'll let you guys go home for the evening. I think people are a little bit tired, so that should be pretty cool. All right. Have I messed with the water regularity issue at all? I haven't had a chance. I do have a pump up there, but I'm not able to actually hook it up yet, Tyron. But thank you so much for the question. And yeah, it does need a regular flow of water coming through. Okay, so Ong Si Pao Di or something. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Okay, let's get this trommel turning, and let's see if we can get some gold. And I will be back in just a moment, guys. I'll tell you what. Y'all guys can't learn anything if you don't come with me, is that right? I think that's right. So come on with me. Let's get the bucket. We gotta get the gold picked. Let's go and have some fun. All right, here we go. Trommel is a-turning. And we're all learning. Okay, so cool. Yeah, not a problem. And yeah, just gonna go back down to the water here. Nice, beautiful place to actually get the stuff from. There's some sediment down here too. It looks very inviting at the bottom of this hole. It's a gigantic gold hole, so. But what I'm trying to do, oh, it's very deep. It's actually very deep here. Wow, okay, that's like right up to waist here. We want to come along and we want to grab the stuff sitting just very close to the bedrock here. So all the stuff is just sitting directly down over here, or I could come further in where I've been working previously, which is pretty much just over here. And well, hopefully this stream is actually going to stay put. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, not a problem. A body cam would work for you other than a gimbal. Yes, body cam is probably a good idea. That's something to definitely think about in the future. So what I'm going to do, guys, I have left my crevicing tool up there. But what we want to do is I want to vacuum suck all the stuff off the bedrock, and I want to get it in that bucket to see if we can trommel up some decent gold today. I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. I had to get the power supply because the camera was about to die. Okay. All right, so cool. Bill, hey, how you going? All right, cool. So that should be charging now. All right, we're at 27% on the battery. And we got our crevicing tool. Now, this came from a hardware store. I'm not gonna say which hardware store it came from because I don't like that hardware store. I think they're evil. They're an evil corporation here in Australia, and I do not like them. I used to work for them, and I do not like them. So anyway, this thing is, I think it's designed for pulling in like stuff to fill in cracks and things. It's like a crack filler, compound filler thing. But I picked it up for $3, and my question is it going to work as a crevicing tool? Because it's got like this little vacuum pump that you just do that with. I want to see if it's gonna work. Okay, cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. All right, guys, let's see if we can get this bucket filled up and run it all through the trommel. Okay. Now, why am I doing this? Gold sits at the bottom of the bedrock. So I'm going to try and suck up as much of that material, get it in this bucket as quickly as possible, and get back over there and start working. Hey, it's working. It's actually working. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really did not expect to have such a good turnout today. You guys are being fantastic, very supportive, and it's been a wonderful afternoon. Had so many people donate today to my sister. And everything helps, you know. She's going through chemo at the moment, and it's very hard for her to work, and very difficult thing for her. Appreciate it, guys. I found a crack just here. lot of sediment pulled into this little sucker. The good thing is, because it has this little end on it, it's like a tapered end. I think it might be able to get further down, whereas the other one that I had before, the actual Yabby pump that I had, was kind of struggling with these deep crevices. So hopefully that'll change with this thing today. We've got a bit of that stuff. Now I'll tell you what I really want to do is I want to get some unclassified material, which is basically the overburden. It's sitting on top of the bedrock. Why is that? Because I can do this all day with this crevice sucker and I might not get anything. Sometimes the gold is in fact sitting in the overburden, which is the stuff that sits directly above the bedrock. And if you don't work that stuff, you can be missing out on nuggets. And it's happened to me before. I found a nugget that was the size of my pinky fingernail that was just sitting in the overburden, was not anywhere near the bedrock. So this is what tells me I've got to start working things thoroughly, and I have to check each and every layer. If I don't, I could be missing out on some serious gold. Okay, so all the stuff that you're sitting on right now, I'm going to move the camera back just a little bit so you guys don't get pulled into the bucket. You might want to be pulled into the bucket, I don't know. But all the stuff that you guys are sitting on, I'm going to be taking that off and putting it directly in the bucket. Because there is gold in the overburden, but I have to see how much. This is why we have to use a trommel. The trommel helps me. It acts as my hands. So, read some quick comments. We got Scott Fenton. We have Tyrone. We have Crypt Kicker back. We had time in bed for me. Thank you so much, Crypt Kicker. I appreciate it. And yeah, you should feel very proud of yourself. You found that piece of gold, and that's just incredible. And you've taught me a lot today, so thank you. All right, let's get this bucket filled. I don't want roots in there. I just want the dirt. Y'all see that? I hope you can. Lucky I decided to wear my my high waters today. Because hadn't I worn my high waters, I'd be up Shit Creek right now. I wouldn't be able to get into this lovely water. Oh, I just got that in my face. All right. Got to be careful with, y'all can see that, but I got sprayed in the face with that stuff. You got to be careful when you're working in a creek, because you're working oftentimes in stagnant water. And I heard in it's either Queensland or somewhere, maybe Northern Territory, somewhere in Australia, they have this brain-eating bug that's going around their water supply, and if you get it up your nose, you get it, you know, you got to be able to get it up your nose. But it's bad news, so you just got to be careful when doing this stuff now. You just you don't know some of the risks you take when working in stagnant water and things. Fucking help. Fucking help. All right. Now I did tell you, I drop the F-bomb on this channel sometimes, but if I do, I mean it. This is just one of those times. I didn't want that to happen. Does not taste nice at all. I like no gold, but I don't want to eat it or drink it. All right. Okay. Ooh, we have. Don't get sick. There's brain-eating amoebas in tap water sometimes. Yes, yeah, exactly. That's why they say don't use it in your neti pots. Yep, little mud pie, don't hurt nobody. Okay, David. Okay, cool guys, yeah. I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. All right, let's do this. I want to just, I don't know. All right, okay. Let's move this back a little bit. Trying not to get any more of that up my nose. And this will be the first bucket in the trommel. And depending on how tired you guys are, you guys might be wanting to go to bed soon. I don't know. But I'll keep working anyway and trying to get sprayed in the face. And see if we can get this trommel turning at least for a little bit today. Then I'll come back the next couple days. We might do a little bit more interactive gold pan, man. At least y'all get to see it turning today. I know it's a very fun thing, and some people tune into this channel exclusively to see the trommel. And I don't want to leave you guys out. So, okay, got this. Got the gold bucket. Let's back it back to trommel. Thank you guys so much. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon. Make sure you don't miss a single live stream. So I like talking with y'all guys. And whoa! Gosh. All right, let's do it. Getting very deep over here. We might. Is that a snake? No, it can't be. It's the middle of winter. Oh, no, it's a twig. It's a stick. Stick over there, bobbing up and down the water. Okay. All right, let's get back over here. Okay. Yes, it is. It would be considered stagnant water, yes. North Carolina, is he searching? Yeah, North Carolina, Kelly. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's a different ballpark over here with doing gold. Because you don't have an unlimited supply of water. You have to work with what you can. So we got that trommel running here. Oh, I'm starting to conk out, guys. I apologize. Ha. Okay. Got to get ready for Las Vegas cod night. Okay, not a problem. Cod Fishing 180. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for subscribing. Okay. That's amazing. All right, you guys, you're doing so good. All right, now let's feed this trommel, and we're running directly into the pan today. So bear with me, and let's see what we can find. Okay. All right. I used to have a pump for this thing. I got to feed it with water today. So, all right. If y'all are just tuning in, I do appreciate you guys being here, and we're just running the trommel for a little bit. We're going to run 1 bucket today and see what we get out of it. And we're going to be back tomorrow and we're going to do a full day of running the trommel. So I do appreciate everyone. You guys have been amazing. How often am I hunting for gold? All the time, Kelly, all the time. Okay, missing your pan. All right, let's try and get that pan in the frame there. Can you see the pan now? I hope you can. I'm doing the best we can. So let's go ahead and get started filling this trommel and working it down. Thank you guys so much. And make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. Thank you so much. For those of you interested in the process, what's happening is basically this is like a washing machine for rocks. And basically the classification happens. So basically we sort out the big rocks from the small rocks by use of the screen inside. But all those little paddles that's churning all the rocks up, they're grinding against each other and liberating the gold and liquefying the materials that hold the gold. There's just a lot of things wrong in this video. Crazy you can't see it. Really? Well, you know something? There's a lot of fucking things wrong with your screen name. I'm taking a screenshot of that too. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with your fucking screen name, buddy. Would you care to explain that in front of everybody? I think you're fucking nuts. I'm waiting. Yeah, you're a fucking joke. Your screen name's a fucking joke too. But I don't think you're joking about that. Care to explain? We're all waiting. Really? You want to grab attention? Well, you've got attention. And you're about to get the wrong kind of attention. Okay? Yeah, so you probably want to fuck off out of here. Right. Fuck out of here. All right. Motherfucker's gone. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go. We don't fucking play games here like that. Yeah, so mods, if you ever see a screen name that looks like that, just feel free, get them the fuck out of here immediately. Hide from the channel, no timeouts or anything, get rid of them. Okay. All right, he comes on to tell the streamer what to do. A few people actually do sometimes, Roundy. I had this guy named Logan come in and he tried to tell me how to run my stream, but didn't have a screen name like that, so. But otherwise I would have gotten rid of him too. Anyway, cool, let's keep going. I'm tired too, baby. Thank you. If we can just have a look over here, actually, I'll take it out for you guys to see. What we wind up with in the pan is this very nice silty material that's been churned up from the trommel. So this, I'm expecting to have a little bit of gold in. So what we might do, I'm gonna let the trommel still turn, but we're gonna come on over here to this little panning station that we got in the water hole over here. And we're gonna see what comes out of this stuff, if anything. Okay, so let me unplug the power. And there we go. Let's see what we got. You guys are having a beautiful day. I surely am. And a lot of help and support from everyone in the room. And thank you so much. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. And everyone can learn, and I can most importantly learn from you guys. All right, this is exciting. Kelly, thank you. All right, there's too many good people here. We don't need people like that exactly trying to ruin a good thing. Thank you so much, Pauline. Linda Reese, that kind of crap won't fly in any channel. Exactly. Drum roll, please. I subbed. Thank you, guys. All right. So very cool. Now, as I said before, on this channel, I can't promise anything. Whatever happens, happens on this thing. It's live, unscripted. Sometimes I don't find gold, and that's just what happens. But if I do, you'll see it. If I don't, you'll also see it. So I want to be very transparent on this thing and teach you guys, and you guys can teach me. Okay, let's get the pan of water. Stuff to come directly off the trommel. And let's see if we get anything. Remember the process of liquefaction, letting the water get in between the molecules of clay and dirt and things like that. Twist it up, twist it up, twist it up, twist it up. Alrighty, alrighty, there we go. Stratification. Okay. Thank you so much, Grumpy Guy. We got the drum roll sound. Okay, is it just gold that I'm looking for? Do I ever find anything else? One time I found a piece of platinum, and that was a very exciting day when I found the platinum. because you know, that's even more rarer than gold and more valuable than gold. So yes, the difference between plastic and metal pans. Well, with plastic pans, they're oftentimes, I don't want to say more durable, but metal pans, like vintage pans, they're great as like a conversation piece. But oftentimes with metal pans, if you ever have to go detecting with it, obviously you can't detect with the metal pan. And sometimes I'll be doing eluvial gold, which is different from alluvial gold. And eluvial means basically you're working on dry land, and sometimes you have to dry pan. But if you run a detector over that, obviously it's not going to work. But I would say the Garrett Super Sluice is probably the best pan I've ever used. I swear by it, and I just love it. So thank you. All right, so we got Ernie Duval, I bet. Okay, shaky, shaky, hi. Very cool, very cool. Good. Let's see if I can get this thing to track me again. Actually, no, don't worry. I'm slightly disappointed in the DJI thing today. I don't know why. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. But it doesn't want to follow me for some reason. I expect it. You don't have to follow me. If you do want to, yeah, you can. But the DJI 7P does not want to follow me. And I'm fully expecting to see nothing in this pan. I don't think I've gotten down deep enough into the overburden to see anything coming out of here. I could be wrong, but you never know. It's just so important to check everything, you know. It's called due diligence. So very, very important. Okay, we're gonna do this reveal. We get some clean water to do it, and let's see if we got anything. You guys are being so amazing. We have 328 people in the room and 245 likes. I'm over the moon. All right, good job. Thank you so much. We'll get Blastarge 40. Hope there's no alligators in that water. Okay, Ross Lippert, what about your wildlife? What about wildlife? Ever run into a gator or bear out there? Thankfully, no bears, but sometimes there's like a blue-tongued lizard that comes out. They're really great, but they're actually very nice and cuddly. But that's about it. That's all I've seen anyway. Okay, let's do this reveal. See if there's anything in there at all. I hope I didn't actually ingest one of those brain-eating amoeba things. I did get some water up my nose, so I'm hoping I don't have that. Okay, there is the tiniest little speck of gold in there. Tiniest little speck of gold. And I don't even know if the camera will pick that up, but it's sitting right there. I'm going to turn the camera around. But this is the thing, like I do say this a lot on this thing. We have to test, because if we don't, we can end up not knowing, and half of the battle is to know and to see where exactly the best places are to go. We can see right down there, this is the smallest little tiny speck of gold that came out of the overburden, or at least half of a bucket. Where did it go? Did I put it on my finger? No, it's here. I apologize. But it's just literally right there. Tiniest little speck. And some people would throw that away. Some people would go, oh, I don't care. But not me. I'm going to pull that in to the snuffer bottle because I'm such a nerd. Hang on, do my eyes deceive me? Have I picked that up already? Hang on a minute, give me a second. Oh no, it's here. Give me a second. It's here. This is the piece of gold here. It's so hard to actually see on camera because gold sometimes reflects whatever light is on it, and it's hard to see the color. But it's there, and I'm going to get it in the stuffer bottle. and we're going to keep on trucking. Sometimes things can be very tedious work, but anyway, so while we're here, I'll go ahead and pull in the snuffer bottle and I'll be right back. Okay, where did it go? And this is kind of a testament too to the power that gold has, at least over me. If I find even the tiniest little speck, I have to know if there's more where that came from. And I realize to a lot of prospectors, they would be like, just let it go. Let it go back into the creek where it comes from. Just leave it. Not me, I want it. I think every tiny little piece counts somewhere along the line. So, all right guys, now I'll tell you what, we ran the trommel, we ran that bucket. Let's go do something else before we have to go today. It is 3 o'clock now. I realize everyone's trying to probably get to bed, but let's go and do a couple more random pans further down the creek. And we're gonna actually probably get to see a lot bigger gold. Scott Fenton. Well, isn't that the pane you don't want to see the gold in? Oh, no. This one we're running directly into the pan today for the trommel. But we're finished with that, so we're gonna go further up the creek and we're gonna do a bit more crevicing, so we might be able to get to see some bigger gold. Today the gold spot price is $3,300. I agree. Linda Reese used to fill vials using tweezers. It added up. Exactly. Billy Martin. Let's go see. Okay, guys, let's do it. I'm going to switch off the trommel, and we're going to head up way up the creek and do a little bit of crevicing before we have to go today. You guys have been terrific. Give the trommel a rest. There we go. Let's take our pan. Actually take the classifier because we'll need the classifier. And snuffer bottle, and let's go try and see if we can get some better stuff. Okay, because we've got 35% left on the camera. Also, go panning for gold in Czech Republic. Hey, cool. All your endeavors will be successfully and lucrative, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I hope so. That's the end. I want to say it's the end goal, but it's really having fun's the end goal, and health is the end goal. But, you know, if it wasn't for the gold, well, I might not be doing too much of that. Okay. I want to clean this off. Clean the pan off. Start with a fresh pan. And take my gold sucker. Take the crevicing tool. And let's head down that way. Guys, I want to thank you all so very much for being here. You guys have stayed around for the entire stream, which is crazy. We've nearly been here for 2 hours. So I think it's just amazing. You guys are awesome. Do I use a detector on the tailings? I actually haven't done that yet, but it's a good idea. I should probably do that. Loopy, where are you at? I'm in Australia from a friend. Freddie. Okay, cool. Wishing you luck. Gotta get off to bed. Thank you so much, Tyrone, for coming today. I really appreciate your support, man. I really do. Okay, so hope your sister is better. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Pull cap further down on face. Like this. Like that. Yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to see if I did that. About to dig up my yard to see if I can find gold. Okay, cool. All right, guys, cool. That's so cool. Yeah, old grumpy guy, get out and do it, man. Get out and move around. That's what I'm doing today. I've got to get out and move around. Let's have a look down here. This is pretty crazy. This is a nice little hole. I found lots of gold down here, but it hasn't quite replenished just yet. I'm going to move along and hopefully get down to where the crevicing stuff is. Okay, I think she's saying we can't see your face. Yeah, no. The sun out here, sometimes it's so crazy. And over the next few streams, you know what, let's just walk right through here. I want to, the next few streams I do, you guys might actually see me if the sun gets so intense, like during the summertime. I'll be having like a full face mask on and like a hood and things. So you might not actually, I might be a little bit muffled. So, cool. So Jalal, very cool. All right, guys, I want to show you something really quickly. And this is just very important for everyone to know if you're working in a creek, to understand the dynamic flow of the river and the way gold disperses and actually travels through a river and what happens and where it might fall out. So I want to just quickly show you. Good luck, brother. Good night. I'm out. See you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Scott Fenton. All right, very, very cool. I'm going to turn this around, but I want to explain something to you guys. So up through here, we are basically directly in the middle of this creek that is actively having gold push through here. I want to talk very briefly about high pressure zones versus low pressure zones and how it interacts with placing gold where gold will sit. Now we're on a straightaway, and it's quite narrow here. We can see it's very narrow, and the reason why it's so narrow is we're actually in between two big settlements of bedrock that are kind of pinched very closely together. So over time, the water has carved out this little middle part so it can actually travel all the way down through there as well. And over the course, from the very start of there, the headwaters, or at least I'll call the headwaters for this little exercise, it's not the headwaters, that's actually a bend up there. But at the headwaters, at the start of this point, we have a few obstructions just over there. And we also have like a little boulder of bedrock that's jutting out, and little wide open zones, and then pinch points yet again where the high velocity is changing. The velocity is changing to a very high velocity. So gold is 19 times heavier than water. That makes it actually quite heavy, and it's very difficult to move gold. Gold likes to sit where it's put. It does not like to travel unless that there is a greater force that will move it along. Oh wow, Freddie, man, Freddie, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that, and that's going directly to my sister. She has stage 2 breast cancer and has had a double mastectomy, so that's gonna help her out. Thank you so much. All right, so we were talking about the dynamic flow of water and the way gold interacts with that and is placed. So basically, if we can see up here, you see how that's very narrow, and we've got these little obstructions up there, like there's a little tree growing there, there's some like boulders on the side there. That's a very narrow point. What's going to happen is the actual velocity of the water is going to be extremely strong through there, and it's going to be very fast. It's going to be very high velocity, which means that gold is going to be pushed through there at a very, very fast rate, and it's going to come barrel-assing down through here, and it's going to be blowing right through the middle here. It doesn't have much of a chance to fall out, but that's not altogether true, because we have a closer look. We have right there where the greatest pinch point is, right there, where that tree's sitting. It has a chance to grow there. That's telling me that soils are building up there somewhere. And if soils are building up there somewhere, that means that heavy material is able to drop out. So that is where the flow of the water, the velocity, is slowing down probably just enough to allow for a little bit of gold, placer gold, to fall out just in behind that tree. And just in, oh my goodness, Linda Reese, thank you so very much. That's, oh my gosh, oh my God, thank you so very, very much. Thank you so much. And look, Ashley is going to be very relieved to have that. That's going to help her. And look, guys, she can't work very much, if at all. I don't think she's actually working at all now. She's very ill and very, very tired and very sick. But I'm going to try and get her in the chat, if not today, probably tomorrow or the next day at some stage. But thank you so very much. That's just incredibly amazing. My gosh, $50. Really was not expecting that, but guys, like Linda, thank you so very much. That's just amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. All right. So Ashley, if you're here, definitely say thank you to Linda. I don't think Ashley's actually here today. She might be resting. She might be very, very sick and very ill. But She's just actually gone through another round of chemo just last night. So, but thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. All right. Okay. So where was that? Wow. Okay. So we have an exchange that's happening here. So there is super high velocity, but there are these little obstructions happening along the way. Case in point, if we have a look here too, just over here, we have this little bank that's building up. So whenever this thing widens out, just over here from that pinch point, the pressure is going to drop a little bit. And that's where we're getting a little bit further down, is in a buildup of material. So that's also suspect for gold as well. In behind this boulder, what we get is a centrifugal force that happens where the gold will actually tumble in a centrifuge and build up around these little spots over here. So gold can also fall out down there as well. But it's not just going to stay there. If that doesn't have anything to hold it, like bedrock that is going side to side, or thick clays or anything that can actually settle out down there, it's just going to keep swirling around until the flow will push it back into the high velocity zone, which is right here. And this is where we're going to start walking through. Okay, so we're going to take the gold pen and we're going to come around through there, and we're going to try to get up around this bend. You guys are incredible. Thank you so very much. And Ashley thanks you too. I'm going to try and get her in the chat, if not today, tomorrow at some stage. But this is just incredible. Okay. Walking right through here. Now this is a little bit deadly. So very slick, and there's algae that grows in through here, so I've got to be very careful as I'm walking. I don't want to drop anything. But you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see anything through that, but you can see where that bottom is pretty much clean. There's not a whole, I mean, there's a few little boulders and things, but there's not a whole lot of sediment and things that can actually fall down there. There's not a lot of gravels that can actually collect there. There probably would be some gold, but as I said, this is a very high velocity zone. And hopefully one of these days you guys might actually get to see this river in a flow scenario to where it's going to be extreme, like I've seen it before. It's crazy. The velocity of water that comes blowing through here is just unbelievably fast. And nobody has a chance. I've tried to stand in this creek while it's doing that, and I nearly got swept away. So, but case in point again, like I was saying about this rock here, this big boulder that's jutting out, that centrifugal flow is going to come through here, and it's actually going to build up these little tiny banks in here with gravels and sediments. Whirlpool, we can see now this big chunk of sediment here and these gravels, that's built up over time. So it's a little whirlpool that happens over here that actually collects that stuff. And no doubt there's going to be some gold in there. However, the thing that gives me pause for concern is the fact that the bottom, this looks pretty smooth. This stuff, there's some little divots in there. Oh my goodness, Kelly, thank you so much. Thank you. Ashley, thanks you. Golly, my goodness. Incredible. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate that. That's going to help her out a hell of a lot. Getting back and forth between doctor's visits and her chemo. Thank you so very much. All right, let's get, thank you guys. Thank you. All right, so we can see along through here, there's these little bits of gravel that'll build up because of the centrifugal force that's pushing it in around here. These little places where things can get locked in. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. And you've given another 50. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Linda. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. Okay, another 50. Oh my God. Thank you. And she thanks you as well. And I wish she could be here in the stream today to talk to you guys. I'm going to try to get her in tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. And she really does appreciate the support, and I really appreciate the support too. I've given her my last $100, and I can't afford any more, but that's just incredible. You're Your help is going so far. Everybody, thank you. Linda, Kelly, everyone from before. Okay, so now we've come in here between these two big rocks here. And guys, I really do appreciate the super chats. And if you would like to donate directly to her, she has a GoFundMe page on her actual on the description, inside the description. But I can't actually copy and paste that into the chat because it won't let me on the phone. But I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so very much. And that's all going to her. Okay, so we're going through the high pressure zone here, and what we can see is these little buildups. Sometimes it'll just displace these big boulders, and then what we want to do is we want to get as much of that in the pan. But that's not what we're going to work today. On the sides here, you can also see, if you're working in a creek that doesn't have a lot of bends like this one, check your sides. Your sides of your creek are going to be the low pressure zones. And this is where all the gold, most all the gold is going to be falling out. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, old grumpy guy. Thank you for that. And guys, if you wouldn't mind, if anyone else wants to donate further, please just go to that GoFundMe link, and that gets sent directly to her. And thank you so very much. You guys are doing amazing. Each and every one of you, all of your support. And these little sandbanks just over here, they're not actually sandbanks, they're gravel banks. We can see where the flow is actively pushing up against the sides and depositing, no doubt, where there's going to be gold. Case in point 2, we got gravels sitting right in the middle because we have this little edge here that's slowing down the flow just enough to build up on this side. And you'll see that this side over here is bare. This side has the gravels, this side's bare. We got nice little places over here where the gold can possibly sit, up in and over this rock, and there has been historically over this bit of bedrock. I pulled off quite a bit of gold from here, but I had to use a vacuum to do it. This little gum tree is also a beautiful reminder that even in the most extreme situations, right in the middle of a creek, where the velocity of water is so great it could destroy anything in its path, conditions can be changing to accommodate for life to grow. And that's growing right up through the middle of the creek. So this tree, sometimes I feel like this tree, standing right in the middle of a very, I think sometimes in life it's like that. We have to stand in the middle of a stream, and we got to fight the force of water. And I think that's in us all. This tree is very special to me. But conditions have made it possible for that to survive. Pauline, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's going directly to my sister. Thank you. Incredible. Oh my gosh. And I wish that she could be in the chat today. I think she's probably very tired. But I'm going to try and urge her to come in tomorrow, either tomorrow or the next day. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so Barry says this is pretty legit, definitely a live broadcast. Barry, you're looking pretty silly right now because I'm just responding to you. Okay, thank you so much, Barbara. Okay, cool. All right, very cool. Pauline, incredible. Linda, old grumpy guy. Okay, guys, now I did say I want to show you guys some serious gold today. And it's all serious gold, but this is the gold that I kind of try to hold off on because when I come down here, I kind of peak. And if anyone who knows about gold and gold prospecting, whenever you peak, you kind of get depressed for the rest of the time because that's the best gold that you find. So, but anyway, we're gonna do something now called crevicing. This water here, everything's extremely cold, but you know, again, over there at the very top of the middle of the screen, we have a high velocity zone, and everything that widens out, that low pressure, the pressure drops, and so does gold. This is one of my other trommels. So as we walk along, there's actually a glove there. I need to get that. But this helps me fight the clay. All this stuff I built by myself. So this is trommel 1. This is the very first one I've ever built, and it's a hand trommel, and it's helped me to recover gold out of the worst clay ever. And it's just been such an exercise in building things and doing whatever I can. But as we go along too, I want to teach you guys. Oh shit! All right, I just came in the water. Sorry. All right. I didn't expect that to happen. This is very deep today, so. All right, so we're down here. Okay, now, one thing I want to do as we go along is I want to show a few things. And I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm thinking about too many things. So, whenever you're in a creek, and this could be anywhere, this could be in Australia, this could be all over the world, North America. If you can't actually get down to the bottom, if there's too much water and you can't shovel it up or anything else for whatever reason, always check your sides. And case in point, can anyone tell me what's happening here? We've got this nice little layer where we have bedrock and stuff, and then it's changing to a different kind of possibly a silty layer over here, and then we're getting to heavy rocks that are conglomerated, and then further down. So Barry Fondant says, I have claims in Sluice High Bankers Dredge, not a noob. Yeah, but before Barry, you did say that this live stream wasn't live, and so I kind of had to go at you for that. So, yeah, but I'm most definitely live, so I think we've established that now. So essentially, my gold pan's floated away. Essentially, we have where it's a wash layer, basically. So all this stuff here, nice little bits of quartz and things, and we've even got rusty bits of stuff. This could even be old diggings from where the old timers have come and done a lot of gold work. ABC says this isn't live. You're looking really silly right now, ABC. So yeah, it's just case in point. All this stuff is suspect for gold, but you want to come in for these layers on the side of your creek, and you want to try to get this kind of stuff in it, right? We've only got 20% battery left, guys. I really apologize, but we're going to try and do a quick pan here and see what we get. And if we die, then if we die from the battery dying, I do want to wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you so very. Oh shit! Right. Downhill there. Thank you so very much, Linda. And thank you so very much. Can't remember if it's Pauline. We got Pauline. We have incredible Madison. Everyone who's donated today. Everyone. And I'm going to go back through and I'm going to read all the chat and everything else. And let's try and get this in this pan. We got 20% left on the camera. And I want to take a sample of this stuff. And the one thing you want to think about, the one thing you want to remember, if you don't remember anything, if this phone does die, is the bigger the gravels, the better the gold. So we're going to try and knock this stuff down into the pan, out of the silty sort of layer. We've got nice quartz, broken up bits of decaying bedrock, things like that. This is all the stuff. It's a recipe to find some good gold if you are in a gold-bearing area. You want to check if historically you are in a gold-bearing area, because if you're not, you won't have much hope of finding gold. Okay. All right. I'm trying to smack that stuff down in the pan. This is sort of hit or miss. I apologize, but I have to hold this and do this at the same time. But, got that blackberry bush there. It's trying to cut my hands off, so. Let's take this little sample. I want to try and get a little bit further in. Okay, so. Freddie, we got Barbara. Okay, cool, guys. Thank you guys so much. Wow. All right. Ah, damn it. Come on. Okay, don't die. Don't die. Just get all this in the pan. You guys have been amazing today. Each and every one of you. You got broken up bits of bedrock, decaying bedrock. And I don't know if you guys have seen, there are these ridiculous channels out there where basically these people, they go and they paint gold rocks and they stick it in the bank, or they stick it down the stream, and they're just taking out huge bucket loads of what looks like gold. It's all fake. All that crap is fake. This channel is very real. If I do not find gold, you will see it. If I find it, you will see it. But this is not one of those fake channels. We are totally live, unscripted. Whatever happens, happens. I could get bitten by a brown snake out here, and whatever happens, happens. So, all right, put some dirt in that pan. Freddy down under orange. Yeah, so we got an orange layer here too, which is pretty cool. We do have some orange stuff, but you were referring to somebody else. But that's okay, cool. All right, so let's take this over here and let's work this pan. And I'm hoping the phone will hold out. I've got 15% left on the phone. This will be the final pan of the day. I do apologize everyone who was wanting to hang around for longer. But oh shit, fuck. All right, I'm okay. Ow. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm okay. All right, I got the pan. Get over here. All right, let's flip this around. Final pan of the day, guys. I'm so sorry. The phone's gonna die, and there's not much I can do about it. But I guess what I'm wanting to say is thank you all for being here. And without you guys here helping and pushing me along, I wouldn't have gotten this far today. And we had so many wonderful people donating. Linda, Madison, I'm trying to remember everybody's name. You had so many wonderful people. I apologize. I can't remember everyone. But, basically, you want to have pans that look like that if you want any decent kind of gold, is what I'm trying to say. And you got quartz here. You have broken up bits of bedrock, just like that. You got a little bit of ironstone. And nice clays mixed in with sediment and things like that. So, and now, process of liquefaction. We need to get this clay broken up with our hands. We're going to try and go as hard as we possibly can to do that, quickly as we can. We've only got 16% now left on the phone. Don't stress, we will be back. Thank you so much. Brandon, watch your step. Cool, thank you. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna go really quick. Okay. This clay is very, very thick. I'm hoping it's not gonna carry out the gold from the pan, but if it does, that's just what happens. I have to really break it up. Okay. All right, so liquefaction. Now, stratification. So with stratification, there's an exchange that happens. The light materials travel to the top, and the heavy materials travel to the bottom. So that's we're gonna think of it like that. Okay. Now, I have a suspicion that this pan is going to make a fool out of me, and we're not actually going to find anything. It happens. The mindset that you have to have is you can have the best directions, the best intentions, doing anything in life, you can still fail. What gold has taught me, it needs to teach me grammar. It taught me that you have to be patient. You have to work very hard, and the outcome is oftentimes disproportionate to the work that you put in, like most things in life. Sometimes you can work your ass off for many years and you can get nowhere. Same thing with gold. about working smarter, not harder. It's also about chance, which is also, most things in life are about chance. It's all chance and luck, probability, educated guesses, learning from your past mistakes, moving forward. And enjoying the process along the way, because in the end, what happens to all of us, we don't get to take it with us. So the real gold is in the process. Alright, we're going to do this reveal, and hopefully there's going to be some gold in there. If not, we tried. Okay, there is gold. There is gold in the pan. Oh, wow. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, look. Whoa. Whoa. This is one of those times where, I'm just actually going to take it off of there just to show you guys. This is one of these times where my hypothesis has really just paid off. Look at that. This is incredible. Look, okay, I knew, all right, okay. This is what I want to drive home, guys. Get this type of stuff in your pan. Big stuff, big stuff. And you will wind up with a decent pan looking like that. This came out of one pan. Now hang on, let me do the reveal a bit better, because it's not doing what it needs to be doing. Because I'm probably going too quick. But that is a beautiful pan for one, not even a full pan of material. And we're getting that. We're getting all that up there. It's crazy. This is crazy. There is beautiful. I want to just, the light is just not doing it for me. Look at that. We have some beautiful stuff in that pan. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over there in the debris. 11, 12. We have 12 specks in that pan. And it's actually decent. These are actually decent sized little flakes too. It's not microfine stuff. This has come out of one half pan of material. But the point that I want to drive home to you guys is that the bigger the rocks that you have, and if you're getting stuff like this, like big heavy quartz, big cobbles like that, you know, bits of bedrock like that, that'll be pretty proportionate to what you're going to get here. Not all the time, but yeah, so that's pretty remarkable. It's probably one of the better pans that I've had in a long time. So guys, look, it's I've got about 5% left on this phone, but I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who's tuned in, and everyone who has donated. Linda, thank you so much. I'm going to scroll back through the chat, and I'm going to give a shout out to everyone who's donated. We have Linda Reese. We have, and forgive me if I miss anybody. We have Pauline. We have Kelly Gonzalez. Thank you. We have. Okay, we have Freddie. So scrolling. It's starting to rain. Going right back through here, trying to mention everyone who's donated. Okay, and it won't let me go back any further, unfortunately, but thank you guys so very much. And that's all going to my sister to help her. She's unable to work, and it's just going to help her be able to give gas money. We call it petrol here in Australia, but I'm used to calling it petrol, but that's going to help her get back and forth between her appointments and things. And it's going to give her a bit to live on as well, which is extremely important. And that's actually this is like a super, whoa. This is like a super flake. Why is it not focusing? That's a super flake. This is an extremely thin super flake of gold that was just sitting in there. Incredible. Well, guys, look, thank you all so very much. I'm going to have to get out of here real quick. It's starting to rain, and I don't want this thing to get rained. I don't know if it's going to be hurting it or whatever. But thank you so very much. Eureka, Freddie, Old Grumpy Guy, good night. How much is this piece? This is probably not worth very much at all, but that's just how it goes with gold. This is probably about the equivalent of like something that gold leaf would cost, I think. It does look very much like that too, but it's a very super thin little smashed up piece of gold that has, and this is what I'm talking about too, like sometimes in the overburden, gold is not going to be falling right down to the bottom. You got to be very careful. You have to work all layers sometimes. Yes, your best gold is probably going to be in the bedrock, but just as we've seen there, stuff like that is going to be in the bank. So we've had so many wonderful people tuning in today. Maybe $7. Sandy, thank you so much. All right. Now, guys, look, I'm just going to pop that down there. As always, if anyone's feeling depressed or anything, and if you're able to, consider not turning to alcohol, don't turn to drugs, and get yourself a gold pan. You know, try and look for places that might have historically found gold, because I'll tell you right now, this is one of the best things that a person can do for their physical well-being as well as their mental well-being, emotional well-being. I know this hobby, it helps regulate me. You know, I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and it just, is my nose running? Oh well, it happens. But it's just, this kind of thing can really help a person. So if you feel down, you can't figure out what to do with yourself, like me, oftentimes I can't figure out what to do with myself, I'll come out here and, wow, pans like that. Sorry, I'm tooting my own horn here, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these things can possibly, it has the potential to change your life, and probably not in a monetary sense, but in the sense of it can give you something to do, and it's getting you away from a computer, it's getting you outside in nature, and I think that's what we all need to start doing more and more. I'm in Australia, yes, and have a blessed evening, Old Grumpy Guy, thank you so much. Have a great day, thank you so much, guys. All right, wonderful. All right, and with that, I'll let you guys get to sleep. I think it's bedtime in America, so I will see you all in the next one. And thank you so very much for all your donations. And that link is in the description for Ashley's GoFundMe page if you want to donate directly to her to help her out. I appreciate anything anybody can spare. It all goes into helping her, so thank you. Have a beautiful and blessed evening, and I will see you all in the next one. Severely Bad Days of Helmut Province 2000.